everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. So for today's video I'm going to be talking to you all about crystals. It's just going to be like a basic beginner's guide because I've started to get into this a lot more recently, and when I was trying to find out just like the basic tips and everything about crystals, it was really hard just to find really quick simple answers, and there wasn't like a very straightforward video that I could find anywhere. So hopefully this helps you guys out if you are starting to get into crystals, if you want to learn a bit more about it, if you're getting into manifesting and you've been told that crystals help with manifestation, then this is a video for you. If you want to meditate using crystals, then hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight, but this is just a complete overall beginner's guide. There might be some things that I miss out in this video, so if you want a part 2, do let me know in the comments below. But for now, I'm literally just going to jump right into the basics, and yeah, let's go on with the video. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, what actually is a crystal? So a crystal is a solid whose atoms are arranged in a repeating pattern which are very ordered. So the pattern, if you look under a microscope, the atoms will be all very structured. The way that a certain atom is arranged within a crystal never changes, so it's always the same. So this rose quartz crystal I have right here, if I was to look under a microscope at the atoms of this, they would all be the same. And if I was to get another rose quartz, which is a different shape to this, I have one somewhere but I don't know where it's gone, the atoms would still be exactly the same. Even though the shape is different and it's a different thing, the atoms would still be the exact same structure. So crystals have been used for literally thousands of years, like thousands and thousands of years, and they'll probably be used for more thousands of years to come, and they are believed to promote good energy, good vibrations, and to have healing properties. So people use them if they have anxiety, if they're stressed, if they're manifesting things, or if, you know, they just want a more calm state of being, they will use crystals. Now different crystals do promote different things, which I will also get into in a second. So you can't just go into a shop, pick up one that looks really pretty and think, you know, you're going to be completely calm, because you could have picked up a crystal that has different intentions to that. So you need to do your research on what you're looking for yourself, what your intention is for yourself, and then you can pick up on the crystal based on what your intention is. So how do crystals work? So basically every single crystal that you will see comes with its own vibration. So I'm going back to this one as well because it's just like the nearest one to me. So the energy and vibration in this can realign my vibration and energy and therefore higher it because it is releasing its good vibrations. So also this is always at a constant frequency. So when I'm holding it now, it's at a constant frequency. If this was to come into contact with something with a lower vibration and a lower frequency, then it would attune it to a higher frequency and yeah, give it more energy and a higher energy and more positive energy. So I've got a little quote for you here. It says, holding a strong positive energy, crystal amplifies and magnifies the energy of your intention so you can manifest quick and effectively. If I'm in a good state of being right now and I am manifesting for something, I would then hold this crystal and manifest it and think about what I have. I've done a whole video on manifestation if you want to check it out, the link is in my bio. But yeah, I would hold this crystal and envision my life as if I already have it. My energy is matching the energy of this crystal, so the vibrations in this crystal is matching my vibrations. Does that make any sense? I really hope it does. How to understand which crystal is the best for you and which one to pick? So it all kind of depends. There's 2 ways you can go about this. One is use your intuition. So this is obviously when you can go into shops again and you can go to a crystal shop and you would go into the one that you're more drawn to. So for example, if you go into a crystal shop and you have no idea which one you want, no idea which one you're looking for, but you feel drawn to a certain one, then that is the crystal for you. It's basically picking you, or not you picking the crystal. If you're drawn to something in a crystal shop, buy it. It is calling out for you because you need that and it needs you. Other ways you can pick a crystal is, like I said, if you are, so for example, if you are having trouble with sleeping, there are crystals out there that are believed to help promote good sleep and insomnia. So then I would Google which one it is, and then I would go into the crystal shop, and likewise they normally have them in like bundles, so you know which one you're looking for specifically, but then the one you pick is all to do with, again, which one you're drawn to out of all these, like say there's like 50 in a box, you'll be more drawn to one than the other 49. So again, it's still to do with your intuition and which one you're drawn to, but you're going in more with a specific mindset of which one you're looking for. That is how I do it. I used to literally just go into a crystal shop and be like, oh, that's pretty, it's sparkly, I'll just pick that one. And I had no idea what they did. I had no idea what they meant. And yeah, I kind of was drawn to it, but I was drawn to it for the wrong reasons because I was going more off of its looks and not more off of what it actually is used for or what is believed to help promote like good healing qualities and stuff. And it's all to do with your chakras as well, which I have a video coming on soon. it is all linked together. Like manifestation, crystals, meditation and chakras, they are all linked together. So it's really hard to talk about one thing without implying other parts of the other things. I will be doing a video on chakras as well, because like I said, chakras do come into part of when it comes to crystals and meditating and manifesting. They are all just like one big Rubik's Cube basically. So how do you use your crystals then? So there's many ways you can use your crystals. You can carry them around with you in your pocket in your everyday life, just so that you are at this constant high frequency and high level of vibration. So you could literally just keep it in your pocket, in your bag. I took loads of crystals with me when I did my driving test. I don't think I've ever told anyone this. When I did my driving test, I was really nervous that I wasn't going to pass, and I took a crystal with me, put it in my bag, which you're allowed to take your bags and stuff in and just put it in the boot of the car. And I was like, right, no, I'm not gonna fail this test. I'm gonna pass it. I believe in myself. I am giving off good vibrations. I am feeling the high frequency of this crystal in my bag, and I passed. And I know there's gonna be people that say, oh, but you could have just passed because you are a good driver. I'm not the best driver, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, and the driving instructor did say actually that she could have failed me, but because I did something really wrong at the start of the test, but because I drove really well throughout the rest of it, she passed me. I don't know if that's legal, but I'm saying it is. And I can still drive, so it's fine. Yes, I do think that my crystal played a big part in that. You can also place them around your home. So for example, like again, the rose quartz, which is a crystal all to do about love and inner love. You can just put that in your living room, because you know that's like a place that family goes and it's all full of love all the time. Put it in there. Again, if you're having trouble sleeping, put the sleeping crystal in your bedroom somewhere, on your bedroom windowsill. Make sure that they have light. That's a really important thing. Make sure they have natural daylight. Make sure that you don't place them too near each other, because then they'll get confused. Because if you put like this crystal right next to another one, then it's like giving off each other's vibrations and frequency, and they won't work as effective. So make sure they're all spaced out. I used to have like a little bowl full of crystals, and then my sister was like, that's bad. So make sure that they're all spaced out around the house. You can use them to meditate. I meditate with my crystals all the time. I use a clear quartz, my rose quartz, amethyst, and there was another one I used, but I forgot the name. I don't use them all together. I use them all separately depending on how I'm feeling that day. And what I will do is I'll just hold it in my hand. I do guided meditation. I have the Headspace app, so I will listen to the Headspace app whilst holding my crystal, and it's really weird because you can literally feel your crystal vibrating. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but the first time I ever did this, I thought my phone was in the bed with me, because I felt something vibrating in my hand and I was really freaked out, and I dropped my crystal and I looked and my phone was on the other side of the bedroom. So you can definitely feel it. The more in tune you are with your crystals, and the more you cleanse them and the more you use them, the more you will start to feel their vibration, like literal vibration. So yeah, meditating with them is also a really good way. Again, if you're manifesting for anything, get yourself some crystals. You can wear them in jewelry if you don't want to have them in your pocket and stuff, because it might look a bit weird having a big rock bulging out your bum. You can have like necklaces or rings, earrings. I've seen loads of people do that online. I'm a bit funny about buying them from shops like Etsy or crystal shops, because you're not really getting to pick which one is yours. You're kind of just being sent one. So like I said, if you're not drawn to it necessarily, like I do believe that crystal chooses you when you go into a shop. So I would personally go into a crystal shop, and then usually is jewelry on the stand or something, and then you can pick which one you actually want, rather than just, you know, getting sent a random one that might not be right for you. So I also mentioned about cleansing your crystals then, and it's really important to cleanse your crystal as soon as you buy them, or if you receive them from an online order, because then this really does make the crystal your own, and it's basically just awaken its vibrations a bit more. And there are so many ways that you can cleanse your crystal. One of them is to bathe them in moonlight. I always put my crystals on the windowsill or outside if it's a full moon, so you can just look at the moon cycle for that month you're in, and yeah, just leave them outside, get them overnight, and the energy from the moon will play a part in energizing your crystals again. Or you can soak them underwater, but be really careful with this, because some crystals will just crumble if you put them in water, so you have to research which crystals are good for water. For example, this one we find underwater, but I have another one that's more like rock, like an actual rock, that could easily just crumble if you put it in water, so I won't cleanse it like that, but you can cleanse it with water. Immerse them in smoke. So there are certain smokes that you can use. Let me Google it actually, because I don't want to be telling you guys the wrong thing. So it's sage, it says, is a way to wash and cleanse any negativity, malevolent spirit, harm or painful memory for this person. So yeah, so sage smoke. I've seen people just have a sage stick and just waft it around their room with their crystals, or literally put it around their crystal. So sage smoke, I haven't tried that yet because I'm not really the biggest fan of sage, but there are other things you can use. You can literally just Google what smokes good for my crystal. That sounds really stupid, but you can just Google it and you will be able to find which one's right for you. I don't particularly like sage. My sister has sage in her house, but I don't really like it. You can also bury your crystals to recharge them from the actual energy of the earth. Obviously you don't want to be digging a big hole in your garden. If you have like a flower bed, you can just put it in the flower bed and put some soil on top of it. Pebbles, if you have some pebbles in your garden, anything that won't like actually ruin your garden, because I don't want your family coming at me telling, you know, saying you told my child to dig up my garden. I'm not saying that. But you can bury that in the earth and let the earth just recharge your crystal, you know, because crystals obviously come from the earth, so putting them back in the earth to recharge is just a great way to recharge your crystals basically and cleanse them. So a beginner's like quick, which one should I use, which crystal is right for me? Some of the ones that I would recommend using to start with is the rose quartz, like I just said, because that is just a really nice crystal. It's all about love and inner love, self-love. Yes, a loving crystal. It's really nice. Or an amethyst. And amethyst is a really good starting crystal because it has such calming properties. It's also a good way to start with if you want to ignite your intuition with things. But again, that's all to do with your third eye. So that's kind of linked. If you want to get more intuitive, then that is, you have to open your third eye, but that is just a whole different thing, let me tell you. So a really good other one to start with is a clear quartz. The clear quartz is known as the stone of power, and it starts with amplifying your energy and intention. So yeah, rose quartz, amethyst and clear quartz, I would really highly recommend getting those and seeing how you go with it. Be aware of your crystals as well. If you have them in your pocket or you're carrying around with them, so, you know, remind yourself that you have them and remind yourself that you're carrying the energy that it has. You're basically bouncing off the energy of the crystal. So do you know, if you're in a room with someone that's really hyper and happy and they put everyone in a good mood, you are bouncing off of that person. It's pretty much the same thing with crystal. So if the crystal has a high energy and high frequency, you're bouncing off of that. So just keep that in mind, because like I said, if you are manifesting things, you need to be on a high frequency and a high vibration in order for your manifestations to work. And to hire, one way of hiring those is to be in tune with your crystals. So that is just my beginner's tips and tricks and a little guide on what crystals are, how they work, how you can use them, some crystals I recommended. But yeah, that was just a really, I hope it was a simple guide. I hope it was easy to understand. If you guys want to see some more crystal videos, then do let me know in the comments below. But that was it for today's video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Follow all of my socials below, and I will see you guys soon for a brand new video.